TC Computer Tech. Today I'm going to talk about my trip to Microcenter and how you could also save. It turned out really well. I saved a bunch of money. As a matter of fact, some of the things that I got was fittings for my next liquid cooling build. One thing to be noted about these is they are almost $14 a piece. I got for just 96 cents. Something that every liquid cooling system needs, even soft tubing in most scenarios. And that would be 90-degree adapters. These 90-degree adapters are just as expensive as the fittings, around $14 each. That, once again, 96 cents each that I got on the clearance sale. The next thing I got was the 860 Cuvo from Samsung. It's a 1 terabyte. I really didn't save too much on this like I did everything else. But this is for a guy's build that wanted to upgrade to have storage for his games. Because he has a 1 terabyte hard drive. This is not $139.99. I got it for $94.99. Revolver SX. And to be honest with you, I don't typically use 12mm tubing in my builds when I do liquid cooling. But it was just a deal I couldn't pass up. So it looks like I will be doing a 12mm rigid tube build. And I got this one for $5, unopened pack, for only, I think it was $10. I ripped off the tag, so I don't remember. But it's not even open yet. But I did open this one. The next thing I got was the some of the most expensive parts to fittings and adapters in your liquid cooling system. These things could cost up to $35. Once again, 96 cents. Can't beat it. This is a ball valve drain port. Alright, so I'm going to talk about these fittings a little bit more in depth. So like I said, I got each one of these for 96 cents today. I'm pretty sure these are bits power adapters, but they all seem to be in perfect condition. They spin. It gives you angles to wherever part of the system you want to add those in. Very nice, black, sleek look to them. I would say that these do cost $13 to $14 each. Got them for 96 cents, so really good deal here. And then these. Now these I'm still a little bit unsure about, because if you look at it just from the bag, you can tell that some of these are not put together back properly. So like this one right here, if we look at these had 2 O-ring seals in the middle, and you can see right here it's already been, looks like someone was trying to unspin it and made it too tight. The way these should be done is you got this one in the middle, should always be there. I just don't recall. Ooh, that one's already kind of, if you look inside there, you can actually see that it's kind of cut up a little bit inside there already. So when you put the tube in, this goes on the tube first, and then you put the tube in here, and then this slides down on the tube like that, and then compresses the tube in there. But as you can see, these do look a little used. Not all of them are that way, and it looks like a couple of them might even be missing that ring. The next thing I want to go over is the drain ports and the ball valves. So these things, this one is in great shape, thankfully. What happens with these things, this is the bits power, very expensive for just this, especially if you're doing a liquid cooling system on a budget. So you just spin that and it closes inside there in that ball valve, which closes off liquid from flowing through. If you put a stop fitting here, you're definitely good. You take your stop fitting off and you release, all the liquid flows out, draining into whatever you're draining it in. That's why these things are very useful, and I recommend them in almost every liquid cooling system if you can get them. The next thing I want to go over is these ball valves. They're not really valves, but I don't even know what you really call them, balls with holes in them. So speaking of balls, today's video is sponsored by Balls Energy Drink. Some good stuff. This one only has 2. It's an in and an out. And then you got your main connection. So 3 ports. So essentially what this would be is like if you plug this into the out of your pump, where your pump first pushes out, you put it there, and then you put a fitting on this side, or that side, whatever. And you just basically need a male-to-male fitting to connect. Then a stop port right here, and that's how you would connect that for your drain port. Now if you have a fitting on this side, tube's going out to the rest of the system if you're not draining it. So that's what these two basically work together for. And that's just another ball piece right there that actually has an opening on the top. So it's a triple. So I could actually, like for this one don't have the top opening G1/4 thread. So you just basically, if that's how it was, and it'd be coming out of the pump like that right outside your case. So that's also nifty. But if you're not pushing through, your liquid's not going in two different directions at that point, and you'd basically have to put a stop fitting on one of the sides. The next thing I got was these Revolver SX rigid fittings. These are 12 millimeter fittings, and like I said, I don't usually use 12 millimeter fittings. Let's check these out. So the first thing I notice in here is all these empty spots, which I thought maybe there should have been, 12 of those in here. But I was told that they actually make the cases like this for that reason, so you can do this and separate them. Or maybe that's how it actually is supposed to come, I don't know. But this one's completely unopened, which you can't really tell. So I thought maybe these go over here and these go over here. I guess that would make sense. But I really enjoy having a tool in here. That way you can use this to be able to tighten down your fittings before you put the compression right here on there. So that's very useful to have these type of tools. I know Thermaltake does the same thing. Actually, a lot of companies do the same thing. And every one of them is just a little bit different. Some of them have like the Allen wrench torqued down. Some of them have like all these different tools you have to use with each one. But I did get a really good deal in here. $5 for this set, $10 for the unopened set. RGBs. These things are awesome. They might even glow your system.